What's going on, Craziacs? Welcome back to another video on the Craziacs channel, and today we're going to be covering the second round of the playoffs versus the Washington Capitals. Roll the intro! All right, so we've just wrapped up our series a couple days ago, almost a week ago, versus the Devils. Pretty good series. We won in 5, just like we predicted. And I think this series is going to be a much closer and much more intense one. What do you guys think? What do you think, Jack?
I think this one's going to be more... Well, first of all, if we look back to 2019, we saw what Alex Ovechkin did to Andrei Svechnikov. Bad times. We want the opposite to happen. We want to be the physical team. We want to be the one that sets the tone. And that's going to be tough to do on the road to start the series.
You think we're going to be the more physical team?
Well, we got to try and be.
No, there's no way. Washington's like Florida 2.0. That's not happening.
You got to try to be. No, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that we are the more physical team. I'm saying that we've got to try and play more physical against Washington.
You're not going to be more physical than Ovi and Wilson. You don't have a single guy on this team that is capable of doing that.
Well, I didn't say that we need to be like as physical as them. I'm saying we need to play physical.
True.
We just need to play physical.
Maybe we can.
This is not going to be the Florida Panthers as the Hurricanes. We're not going to channel our inner Tom Wilson for every player, but we need to fight back. We need to play good hockey, and we need to hit the other players. We need to be able to do that and set the tone. So it's not going to be easy, and I don't know if Rod's going to want to do it, but if we're going to want to win this series, we're going to have to try.
We should. And there are some players, like, truthfully, Jordan Martinook, Jordan Stahl, Stanko at some points, Jarvis at some points. You've got players that'll lay down hits. KK has been really good if he's able to see out of both of his eyes. Poor guy. He got whopped in that last game versus New Jersey up high. But you know what? That high sticking won us the series, essentially. So thanks for taking one for the team. Speaking of lineups, I think Noah over here has got our projected lineups for game 1, which is tonight. Why don't you hit us with those starting lineups, Noah?
Of course. What's up, everyone? So we do have the projected lineups. As I did kind of take this from another person, but I'm pretty sure that this is very true. We think for the Carolina Hurricanes, the starting roster will be Svechnikov, Aho, Blake on the first line, Hall, KK, and Stankoven on the second line, Marty, Jordo, and Jarvi on the third line, with Robinson, Janko, and Carrier on the fourth line. For our D will be Slavo and Burns, as always, Orlov, Chatty, as always, Ghost and Walker, as always. And starting in goal for your Carolina Hurricanes, because he is an absolute legend, and he just got his signed, or his 1-year extension, Freddie Anderson, baby.
Woo! Welcome back, Freddie Anderson.
If you want to know his numbers, we have them actually in the previous video. Go check that out. Now,
go check it out.
Flipping over to the Washington Capitals, who will start this series at home. Their lineup looks like Alex Ovechkin, Strome, and Bavillier on their first line, McMichael, Dubois, and Wilson on their second line, Eller, Leonard, and Mangiapane, I think is how you say that. Eller and Leonard on their third line, Duhaime, Dowd, and Protis on the fourth line, with their defense being Chikrin and Carlson, Sandin, Waugh, and Alexeyev, and Van Riemsdyk, with their starting goaltender being Thompson. He has been actually kind of solid for them, I think, for what they needed. And there's going to be a little bit of a, actually, I don't know if this will be a goalie battle as it was with Anderson and Markstrom, but nonetheless, it'll be a good goaltending series. Anyways, I don't know who I'm passing it off to, so whoever,
I'll take it.
I think it's Carter. So go ahead with what you're going to go with.
So I think there are some key elements to this series that we're going to have to look at here. The first being, I don't know when the last time the Canes won a series when we started on the road. Actually, it feels like it's been a while since we have started a series on the road, other than New York last year. I don't think we've won a road series in quite some time, actually. So we need to exercise these demons and get them out, because in order to win this series, you have to win a road game. And in order to not be demoralized and defeated in this series, you are going to need to win either game 1 or game 2 in Washington. You cannot afford to come back to Raleigh down 0-2. Now,
Yeah.
I do think, based on the way the regular season went, you can handle business at home. Both games we played at home, one of them being super early in the season, so that's not a very good telling one. And then the 5-1 Washington beatdown that we laid down. Those 2 games were much better from us than Washington played at their building at Capital One. So I think if you can squeak out one road win in the first 2 games and you take care of both games at home, then you're up 3-1. And at that point, all you have to do is win game 5, 6, or 7, and you're good to go to the conference finals. And I don't know if you guys saw the game last night, but that looks like it's going to be Toronto. And we all know how Toronto is in the playoffs. So, Jack, why don't you hit us with some impact players of the series and who you think is going to be some crucial pieces to both teams?
2 things. One, the last road series win that we had was the sweep in 2019 against the New York Islanders. It's been a long time, which is, that's a long time. And can't remember the other thing. So, impact players for this series. All right. What we've seen from Sebastianaho on the power play needs to continue. 3 goals on the power play, and how it's been going on the up and up, it needs to stay. Whatever they're doing right with that 31.6% on the power play needs to keep going. Now, we know what's happened in the playoffs in the past. And generally, we just fall flat on our face as soon as we get into the playoffs in terms of power play. So having some sort of energy in the first round could roll over into the second round, especially with Washington's kill only being at 66.7% right now. So if we can capitalize on those power play goals, that'll get us some wins. For the
first time in a couple of years, our second round series is against an offensive heavy, not goalie led team, because we've been stoned by the Vasilevskis, Shesterkins, and Bobrovskis of the world. I could be wrong, but Logan Thompson is not the reason this team is as good as it is. Thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, he's part of their success. I'd say if we want to continue our success as well, some impact players, Svechnikov played awesome in the first round. Of course, he had that hat trick that inflated his stats. However, he has been sniping some pucks. And that game 3, in game 5, he tied the game. He tied it up at 3 with a laser of a shot. We need more of that from Svech. From our depth scoring, we need more. I think if we continue getting a little bit from Stanko, we get a little bit more from Blake, continue those like hustlers, like those guys, we need some more of that. Jankowski needs a goal in the series as well, just so that he can start doing whatever he did in the regular season again as well. For defense, Slavin's got to do his thing. Everybody else is pretty much just doing what they need to do. We're getting a couple goals here and there. We got for one from Ghost. We got for one from Chatty. So it's been going pretty fine. And lastly, Freddie Anderson. We need you to come up clutch as you have in the first round. Let's have it happen. Let's just get it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key. That's the ingredients to success like we had the first round. If you can keep the power play up and you keep your penalty kill going like you did in the first round, I see no reason why this cannot be Canes and Sigs, as we all unanimously agree on. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the like button, leave a comment down below, leaving your score predictions for the games, your series predictions, and any other comments you have for us. Make sure to go follow the other social media pages. Go check out the giveaway for the second round. And as always, stay crazy and peace out.
Woo!